Hey guys, Ben from Flippa here again with one of our featured listings. Today, pretty exciting, we actually have an app that we're going to talk about, a mobile game to be exact. It's called Parking Escape. It's essentially, one of those fantastic addictive puzzle games that we've all kind of played at one point or another, some of us more than others. It's available both in the Apple iOS store as well on Android platforms, and it is monetized both through in-app advertisements if you have the freemium model or paid subscriptions. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. It's a really cool app. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it was developed by a small team of entrepreneurs whose greatest skills, as they put it, lie in their marketing and media buying experience. These are guys that obviously know how to build an app, but also kind of understand how to sell the app, which is perhaps the more important factor that a lot of people don't understand. They tried their hand at a couple of apps that they did all right. They made their money back, but they weren't a big success. And then third time's the charm, as they say. They developed Parking Escape, and were quickly able to scale that up to $50,000 a month in profit, essentially just through the use of some intelligent Facebook advertising. As I mentioned, the owners of this game are they'll readily admit this isn't anything revolutionary. This is not the next Call of Duty. It is not the next League of Legends, but it's a fun game, and it's got those 20,000 levels, so people can play forever. And anyone who understands advertising and understands how you want to monetize an app, this is something exactly what you're looking for. They've always run their ads with a very strict 200% ROI scheme, meaning that essentially for every dollar they spend on advertising, they expect to see $3 back in return. And they were able to operate this way for quite some time. For a couple months, they were even able to bring in up to $150,000 a month for a short while. As we all know, advertising prices can fluctuate with time, so it did change a bit, and they had to alter their scope. And you will notice, of course, it's quite obvious on their listing, there is a downtrend on their financials. But it's rather simply explained away just by the fact that they aren't pushing ads anymore. Or what they are, they're pushing very few of. And the majority of the users at this point are coming organically. They spend enough money on ads in those first year, 2 years, that the game started ranking within the puzzles section of the iOS store, and now people are coming in naturally. And as you'll see if you kind of click closer on our financial fundamentals, the numbers are going down, but the numbers are still at over $23,000 a month in profit. So that is certainly nothing to laugh at. And if you want to inject some money to grow it into ads, it'll quickly scale back up. As for monetization, I mentioned there's two ways. They have over 2,000 daily active users on their app. Some of those are using the freemium platform, which just incorporates AdSense, the way that anyone looking at this is probably familiar with. They do have over 500 subscribing members who are paying a weekly fee. They have a really low churn rate on these people, primarily because they used to have a lot more, and the people who weren't interested already kind of churned out. So now everybody who's in there is dedicated. So that's some legitimate recurring revenue. It's just really nice to have. Keeps everybody paid. Keeps things running on time. As far as work is concerned on this app, on a weekly basis, the owners really recommend that the amount of work put in is spent on marketing. They released a new version of this app in January, the end of January. And they feel that the game is fully optimized both for play and monetization. So at this point, they're saying, hey, if you want to pick this up, spend as much time as you want, but do it on the marketing side. To them, there's a huge opportunity to jump in on TikTok. Something that they've been looking at is TikTok grows their advertising platform. It's a good place that you can start monetizing that they haven't looked at, and they believe that there would be a really good ROI because you can buy traffic for pretty cheap at the moment. But ultimately, this is just a really fantastic opportunity for anyone that's looking to get into the mobile gaming space, for an app that's already generating content, generating revenue. That doesn't need a lot more content. It is not an app that needs a lot of updating. It's an app that just needs a lot of advertising. So if that's what you're looking to do, if you're someone who understands how to target and you're looking to get into the mobile world, this one's for you. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Click the listing. It's down there, or maybe there. I'm not very good at this pointing thing, but it's somewhere over here. Click on it. Enjoy it. Start a discussion with the seller. He's a really great guy, and I'm sure he'd be happy to hear from you. Cheers, y'all.